What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this Sunday? Any event, let's get down to the situation. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Help your sister out, okay? So let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 13. And baby, it did go down like OMG. I told y'all, Marlo ain't never liked Kandi. She ain't never liked Kandi from Jump Street. Even if she was dating, Kandi's brother, she does not like Kandi. You can tell she have disdain for Kandi, way she lives her life, the way she does everything, because she came after Kandi this season when Kandi didn't do anything to her. Okay, she came out here swinging, and tonight she definitely came out swinging, basically throwing Kandi's relationship under the bus, insinuating that Todd Tucker never liked Kandi like that. He wasn't even attracted to her. He thought that she was a country bumpkin and things of that nature. And she didn't have no style. She didn't have this and she didn't have that. And he was a New Yorker and all this other stuff, basically insinuating that he wasn't attracted to her at all, point blank, period. And so it seems like, she's putting it out there when Mama Joyce was saying that Todd is just, a skeezer, he's a scoundrel, and he's basically trying to live off of Kandi's money. So Marlo put all that together. I was like, OMG. Marlo is out here wilding, y'all. She is doing the most. She's going for their marriage, and she's basically, going in, y'all, and basically saying when he met her in Africa, he wasn't feeling her. That's what he told her. Todd was like, how did I tell you that? When did I talk to you? You was just throwing money, girl. I was like, OMG. I know Kandi's like, what? And Kandi was like, well, anyways, he liked this country bunker. So what you trying to say? He didn't like me at all. And that is going to hit the streets where they're going to be like, oh, Mama Joyce has been vindicated out here in these streets. And Kandi said, well, he fell in love with me. So in any event, whatever you saying, Marlo, he loved me. I was like, yo, what's going on? Come on. You can tell that this girl ain't never liked Kandi. And basically she used Mama Joyce and was like, Mama Joyce disrespect your husband. You let Mama Joyce disrespect your husband and everything. I was like, what? And Mama Joyce is the one that said it. Mama Joyce. I was like, yo, she was going in like OMG. How y'all doing tonight? What's going on? What's going on, April? What's going on, Top Bugatti? How you doing? What's up, Miss Nina Bug? What's up, girl? What's up? I'm so glad you did. Hey, Latrice Taylor, what's going on? Good night, everybody. I'm showing some love. Thank you. Please like the video. Thank you so much, Miss T. How you doing, girl? What's going on? This episode was off the chain, y'all. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Like, what? And Toya Baker said, I believe it. Lord, this is the thing. People are going to believe and be like Mama Joyce, as basically she called it. Mama Joyce was right. They're going to say Mama's always right. Marlo wants to talk about kids. Lord, him. You know how Marlo is. I told you, Marlo ain't never like that girl. She ain't never like Kandi. I'm still lonely all these years later. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you, Top Bugatti. Appreciate that. Good evening, everybody. What's up, Linda? Miss T's in the building. What's up, Taylor? What's going on? So, James is in the building. So, in any event, like, this is crazy. Like, what's really going on? And Todd was like, you are a clown, Marlo. So, we got that whole situation going on. And then basically, we got Todd. He comes back and he was like, girl, Marlo, you brought your way into the circle. And so, he's calling out Marlo, saying that she didn't have no friends on the show, that, nobody was cool with her. Marlo was like, I came with Phaedra. And he was like, no, you brought your way into the show. You brought money. So basically, that was around the time that Marlo was dating the billionaire. So, she got the fun. She got the cheddars, allegedly. And Todd is saying, I was behind the scenes, girl. You paid your way to be here. And so with Todd saying that, what that insinuates is that Marlo never belonged in the circle, point blank, period. She is not one of them. Okay. The shade, the shade, the shade. Y'all, I'm like, OMG. So what y'all believe? Y'all believe Todd is telling the truth? Do you believe Marlo is telling the truth? I don't know if you want to believe Marlo telling the truth, but she said Todd told her that. And Kandi was very hurt by that. She got in her own confessional, and Kandi was like, well, he loved his country bunking. I was like, ooh, baby, it is going down in that situation. Like, this is crazy. I mean, the gloves have came off, and Kandi seemed like she was ready for whatever Marlo was going to bring. And one thing I would like to say about Kandi, I'm glad she stepped up. I'm glad the OGs are stepping up and saying something, because Marlo's been running around like a chicken with her head cut off, pointing and dagging everybody she could that's not on her team. And she was coming for Ralph, which Ralph deserves it. And Kandi jumped in because everybody else has been quiet when things have been going on and Marlo's been going below the belt. They was quiet when Kenya was basically trying to be forced out, of the trip that she was invited to, the trip that she's supposed to be on, the trip that she got an itinerary to, okay? And then she went on a trip. Everybody was quiet. Nobody really wanted to say nothing. And Kandi jumped in and was defending Marlo, but Marlo ain't never liked you, girl. Marlo ain't never saw it for you. I think Marlo likes likes Kenya more than she likes Kandi, okay? And we know that she don't like Kenya. But in any event, nobody said nothing. Nobody been saying nothing to Marlo. Marlo's been running around here, just running her mouth, almost hitting Kenya twice. You know what I'm saying? Getting up in her face, just doing the most. And Kandi finally came off that OG chair and got up and said something. Okay, she was ready to go. I was like, Lord, she don't like when you talk about her husband. And Marlo was definitely insinuating that he, she need to be watched. She need to keep a watchful eye on him. She should be worried about him and everything. So it is hitting the fan, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, this is crazy. I was like, OMG. Mama Joyce is somewhere dancing in her house. Like, yeah, go ahead, Marlo. Lord, Mama Joyce is going to throw this up in Todd's face. I don't know, but she did shade Todd on the old lady game, basically saying he think he's somebody in Atlanta, and all the people in Atlanta don't really like him like that. So in any event, she threw some shade at him on the old lady gang. All right. So Marlo used that tool to come at Kandi like that. And what she means, she wanted a friendship. How you gonna have a friendship with somebody when you treat them like this, Marlo? You wonder why you don't got no friends. You wonder why nobody want to be around you, girl. Okay, and you wondering why your friendships are fading away. She has no idea, or she don't care how she treats people, point blank, period. But in any event, moving on, we're gonna get to the rest of the whole conversation. But let's get to Drew real quick. Drew, Lord have mercy, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I don't want to tell nobody to walk away from their man, but your man Ralph be straight up disrespecting you, point blank, period. How do you not know what's up in that book? How is he writing about you and everything, and you worried, and you sitting on eggshells because he don't say nothing nice about you at all. He don't never really give you compliments. He don't never big you up like that. He don't never defend you on the show. Basically, now he's writing a book about you. Now he's trying to get bread off of you and your son, that he's this great prolific stepfather, and you don't know what's going on in the book, and you don't know how this book is going to hurt your son Josiah, and you sitting there, girl, and you don't know what's going on, and he left you out the process like you ain't his wife, like you ain't a team, like you don't supposed to be be working together. Like, he ain't on this show because of you. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And then you guys were having the church services on Instagram. That was because you used to be a junior deacon. Your mama's a deacon or a preacher. I don't know. And then on top of that, he gonna block you out. And then when it comes with dropping with Drew, he's all up in the mix, want to be, weightlifting, exercising, and yoga and all this other good stuff. And he wants to be a part of it. He's a part of everything that you got going on. He's even on this show with you, baby, because you could be a single woman on the damn show. But in any event, he's on this show because of you. So now he's doing a project with a book that some girl that he was flirting with and messing around with got him a deal, and he wasn't even going to tell you about it. And he cut you up out the deal, girl. And then on top of that, he going to tell you you can write the forward for the book. Like, girl, you need to wake up, smell the coffee, smell something, get on them knees and ask God, give me the true answer of what I should do with this man. Like, like, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Yes, LSW, for real, for real. Like, this is like, the whole situation is just crazy. Thank you, Top Bugatti. I appreciate that. Yes, Miss T, protect your baby, protect your kid. Yes, they all said the reunion is gonna be off the chain, and it definitely is. They better come with the receipts. So in any event, let's just, get to the show. So we get to Marlo. So Marlo, basically, she's kind of bragging, oh, when I come back from Jamaica, that my nephews will be back because, the 30 days will be up and things of that nature. And she says, well, I know that Crystal and them are tired of them boys. I was like, oh my God. Like, Marlo, why are you talking about them boys? And now you're saying that Crystal's tired of them? Of course she's tired of them. They're in a 2-bedroom house with 4 kids plus them 2. And then on top of that, Crystal and then her husband, and you basically about to go to Jamaica and say, I know she tired of them. Oh, child, they get ready to come home. Like, she's not even excited to see them. Like, she don't even want to be around them. Like, she don't even miss them. Like, you like, whoa. And they start off she starts off this, talking like that. Like, that's just embarrassing. Like, oh God, poor nephews. But, she's doing it for TV because she does take care of them and she gives them everything that they want, and they travel and they experience a lot of different things that they wouldn't experience. But the way that she be talking about them on these cameras, Lord have mercy. Like Kenya said, how do I expect her to be my friend and have any respect for me when she treat her nephews like that? If she's talking to her nephews like that, you think she worried about what she say to one of these girls, when a paycheck is involved? She's talking about her nephews like who? Like they strangers and everything. You know what I'm saying? So in any event, she don't care about these girls. She ain't a friend to none of them. And we all knew that. So in any event, we get down to the situation where Kenya, she's on the phone, she's talking to Drew, and Drew's doing some weird stuff to her face, girl. She's getting her, eyelashes done. And Kenya said, I ain't never seen it like that. Maybe Ralph is doing her eyelashes. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this situation, but they end up talking about, how they're going to have to wear their hair because they got all these rules and regulations that came from Sonia. Sonia wanted to, make sure they wear less glue, and Drew was feeling a certain type of way, and she asked Kenya, what do you feel about these rules that this girl done said, especially with her Party City party and her Party City decorations? I was like, Lord. So they still dragging, Sonia for that dry food for that whole party that was just, going a whole nother directions. And Kenya said, Kenya says she is not taking homegirl serious. She's not taking Sonia serious like that at all. She ain't paying her no mind. I was like, Lord, okay. And then Kenya, she starts shading too as well. And she said her balloons look like they came from the Family Dollar store. Lord, you know how them balloons be looking at the Family Dollar store, just like they Family Dollar store balloons. You better hope you can get them into the car without them popping or the air just coming out of them. Okay. So, just throwing the shade. And then Kenya's basically talking about the food was dry and nasty. And how does the food taste like ashy feet, Kenya? Please tell me how ashy feet taste, because I don't know how ashy feet taste at all. So, Kenya and Drew are having a little kiki about the situation, and Kenya's basically giving her rules on how the party should be and go. So to throw a purple party so it won't be a bootleg party, and no cheap decoration, and serve delicious food. Lord, I know Kandi will agree, and hire a planner, aka Miss Kenya Moore. Okay. And so we get to the situation where Sonia is talking about her trip and the things that they got planned. Then Sonia introduced us to her brother-in-law. Oh, thank you so much, Tapu Gotti. I appreciate that. Production paid for a lovely suit. Lord have mercy. And so in any event, so you got this whole situation going on. So, you know, when it comes to like, this is their workout room, like, Lord have mercy, where are they at? Well, we already know when it comes to Sonia, she don't got the sense of dress, the sense of direction, well, she got sense of direction because she knows how to win a race. She knows how to run, you know what I mean? And win them gold medals, 4 of them, okay? But other than that, this is the workout room. They just threw this room together. This room was just purely empty. There's no shelf, there's no pictures, there's no nothing, there's no equipment. And then we got the brother-in-law that's married to her sister, and Sonia's like, are you comfortable in that house? Oh yeah, he's comfortable with all of y'all. Okay. He was like, well, ask me a year from now if I'm comfortable. I was like, okay. And Sonia was acting a little bit jealous because her husband said he was gonna get in shape. She said, you need to stay in shape for me, blah blah blah. I'm just joking, like we care. Okay. And so let's get down to this disrespectful scene when it comes to Ralph, just disrespectful to Drew. Basically said he gonna turn on the air because he doesn't want Drew's hair to inflate or to puff up or to exfoliate. Like, yo, see what I'm saying? Like, what's in this book about you, Drew? Like, he gonna start off the scene just dissing her, just dissing the poor girl. He'll never say nothing nice about her. When they're driving, she can't drive, she can't do nothing right, she can't talk right, she can't sleep right, she can't eat right, she can't walk right, nothing she does is right. So girl, you know that book is dragging you. And the sad thing about the book that's going to be dragging Drew is that book is going to be used to drag her next season that her husband is putting out about her. Okay. Like, so this is a whole crazy situation all the way together. What's up, Raheem Charles? What's up, Cece? What's up, Sheila? What's up, Taylor? What's up, Hopper? Oh yeah, lifted. Her wig lifted. Lord, yes, her weave was out here lifting up in the streets. But why he point that out? Why he always pointing out things about her? He point out her weight. He point out that she got bigger. He point out all these things. That's why she's rushing. She already got medical issues. That's why she, she has the fat and stuff like that. I forgot the name of the condition, but she was like, I got this condition and Kenya's Moore is making fun of me. I have an illness, when Drew was doing all that. So she has some type of illness or whatever. I'm not trying to make fun of her illness. I just don't remember the name, y'all. And so with this situation, and he just talks negative about her. Like, he don't be like, oh honey, you're the best, honey, this and that, honey, this and that. He'd be like, I buy you stuff, I'll do this for you. And then on top of that, he got a watchful eye and a watchful camera on her all the time, and yet she can't participate in the book. Girl, you need to rewrite your divorce, your wedding vows or whatever. Somebody needs to help y'all out. And then Drew's talking about she got nappy weave. Your hair is nothing like that nappy weave that you talking about, is nappy weave and your hair's nappy. She's basically, she's delusional, thinking her hair is just like the wig that she got on top of her head. Okay, nope, that doesn't go out of your hair follicles, Drew. And so he put his hands in and get tangled. She asked him to, and he gets all tangled up, but he likes her other wig. But he's just mad disrespectful. Like, he's never like, oh, you look sexy, honey, you look beautiful. He don't never say none of that kind of stuff. And so now he's writing a book. And so then Ralph is basically saying that he don't want to adopt Josiah anymore, when he told her that he was going to adopt Josiah. Now he's changing his mind because he met baby daddy, and I don't know if baby daddy been around. I don't know if baby daddy been in present, or daddy number 1 or daddy number 2 or whatever the case may be. And now Ralph had a conversation with him, so he don't want to do that. But is that man taking care of his child? And then how is your Josiah's gonna feel? Because the other other children got different last names, and he probably thought that he was going to get adopted too as well. Now he changed his mind, and so he's going to feel like he might not be a part of the family. But if his father was there from the beginning, that would be a different story. We know Eva, she basically, had her husband adopt her daughter, but her baby father is not here in his right mind and things of that nature. So what's up? What's going on? What's up? What's up, Queen? Understood. Kenya. Dry food was dry food. I know it was, you can't do. What's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's going on? Todd discussing the crap dissing the crap out of Marlo. Oh, yes, he was. He was going in. And I was just like, thank you, Kandi, for Sonia makes every family member work for her. They all work for her. Lord have mercy. And you see Sonia on the bus acting like, she don't be bragging about her medals. But in any event, so, Drew is basically saying, I feel a certain type of way. Like, why are you changing your mind? And then she doesn't know anything about the book. Like, how embarrassing is that? And how disrespectful is that? And so therefore, like, he don't include her in anything. I know Drew is simple-minded. I know Drew is like a little chihuahua and everything else, but this is your wife. This is important. This is about her son. And this is about, her as well. This is about your wife and, not your stepson, but the son that you just taken care of. And so in any event, the publisher comes, and so you got that whole situation. And Drew basically says, I'm comfortable with this situation. I didn't even know he was writing a book. He didn't even tell me he was writing a book. I found out through the grapevine. And basically saying that, she's happy to be a part of this little process that she's a part of now, but there's a book about her and her son that she gave birth to, and she don't even know what's in the book. And then what is going to be discussed about her parenting and how she was as a single mother and things of that nature. Like, what's going to be pointed out? Like, how am I going to look and how this and that and blah, blah, blah. So she's basically like, I just can't. And she's not sugarcoating it at all. And the publisher was like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And when it comes to Ralph, he basically says, well, this particular book it's not just about you, Drew, but it's based on you being a step parent or being in Josiah's life. And he says not about you, but it is about, if it wasn't about Drew and if it wasn't about your stepson, you wouldn't be writing a book. And I understand that you actually, helping men to raise, blended families and things of that nature, but before you make a final decision or what you're writing about, let her know, like, can she be a part of the process? It's just like, Drew, I don't even know how you put up with that crap, because what if something in that book is devastating to Josiah when he reads it and it turns his whole childhood upside down, once he reads it and understands it when he gets of age. And so in any event, it's just really a bad situation. And Drew was like, what if there's hurtful things? Like, I don't know. She was like, I want to believe it's something positive, but I know there's not positive. She don't believe that he's writing positive things about her and that book, and how many things are going to be pointed out, how many things are going to be used against her on the show, used against her, period. And he don't care because he's writing a book without telling her, and it's about her. Like, who do he think he is? Like, he's Drew's husband. That's who he is. So that's a whole fraudulent situation. And he basically says it's gonna help all these other families, and so she gets no say in the situation. Poor thing. Poor thing. She don't get no say in the situation. Like, she gets no say. Like, girl, like, that's sad. What y'all think about that? Would you want somebody writing a book about you that you don't know nothing about? Or nothing at all? And it could be something that could be really triggering to you, could be triggering to your son. And what if there's some things that you don't want to share? Why are you forced to share things that you don't want to share? What's up, Norris? How you doing? What's going on with that situation? That's a whole lot happening. Like, I'm like, what? Now, yeah, this is, it's just really just one of them situations where, girl, poor thing. And so we get ready for the trip, and Kenya doesn't have a +1, and hopefully Sonya don't get upset about the situation, but she did not get upset. But Sonya did throw shade. She did throw shade to Kenya and basically say, well, oh, now her guest is sick. Wasn't she sick? So I'm believing that she was never really sick at all. So now we got Sonya throwing shade towards Kenya, but basically Kenya's been doing you favors and things of that nature, and you throwing shade, basically saying that she believes what Marlo said about Kenya, and basically it sounds like she's siding with Marlo on a situation, because the whole beef that started with Marlo and Kenya, like, really that amplified because there was already things that was being said. And the main reason for Marlo to go off and on a tangent, act a fool, was because she felt like Kenya was lying about being sick. And now we got Sonya up here saying, I think she was lying about being sick, and I think that she never even had a +1. So basically she's calling Kenya a liar, and Kenya has explained why she doesn't want to be called a liar and blah blah blah. Now we got Sonya sitting here calling her a liar, y'all. So, and then we got Kandi throwing shades that the reason why Marlo didn't bring, a real +1, because she didn't want nobody to know who is her financing, who's financing her lifestyle, who's her sugar daddy. So, Kandi came ready already for Marlo. I think Kandi done had it up to here with Marlo, and she was ready to go in. If Marlo stepped to her in any way or said anything, she was going to go in, but she jumped in the middle of, of Drew's situation. And so we got Kenya, basically this guy John, he comes up or whatever. I think they see each other, they lock eye contact, he waves, Kenya waves, and then we have Miss Sonya, pulling let me go back around and let me hook Kenya up with a man. And then she's shady too as well. She goes, Kenya has been arguing with the other girls. Kenya has been nice and nasty to me. It would be nice to see her in love with somebody. I'm like, oh, she is just so shady. She just throwing all this shade up in her confessionals. I mean, shady. Like, so nice and nasty to me. If you felt a certain type of way, you should have said something about it. But she's in her confessional saying it because you know how she gets down. She pick on the weak and not the strong. Okay, so in any event, she's throwing her shade at her confessionals, and she's mad that Kenya done hung up the phone on her ass. Okay, she's upset. Kenya was like, you ain't gonna play games with me when I told you about my situation. And so, she's like, Miss Baldy on the side, Mr. Clean's wife is throwing shade. You know what I mean? Like, how you throwing shade? This is the best that you look since you've been on the show. And it's amazing. Only reason why it looks good because there's shadow over the place. It looks like somebody that drew a line around your forehead and then plop the wig on. Don't play games with us, okay? Don't even go there. I can't. The publisher just want to get paid. I know, Miss T. She just wants her monte. That's all she wants is her monte. And then we got Marlo. Marlo's throwing her shape, but Marlo looks good with her leather on or whatever she got on. She's dressed. And so she basically said, oh, Kenya got a man? Oh, I bet she went up and she talked to that man. Ain't no man tried to talk to her. Why are you worried about if a man tried to talk to Kenya? Why are you hating that she got a phone number? Somebody's texting her. You know why? Because she got a storyline that quick, that fast, because her beauty can give her a storyline. And then, Sonya wanted a storyline too as well, and you wasn't a part of it. Nobody want to hear your big hairy, Clyde Davis, aka Cedric the Entertainer voice trying to pick up somebody off the street. Okay, she picked him up. He saw her. He saw the beauty. Okay, he knew that she was riding on her back and she wasn't with the guy that was inside the mobile, the golf cart or whatever the case is. And so she basically asked Ross, and Ross with his shady ass. And so he asked Ross, she asked Ross, oh, so did that man try to talk to her? Or did she try to talk to him? Which way was it? Tell the truth, Ross. And Ross said, oh, she tried to talk to that man. And that wasn't even the case. And then he's a liar too. And then on top of that, he's co-signing Marlo negativity and Marlo behavior and giving her daps. So that already tells you that Sonya is rocking all the way with Marlo if you didn't already know. Okay, but after she done used Kenya and Kandi to promote her brand and take pictures, Like, Lord have mercy. Like, they would just, I mean, they would just be doing the most. I'm just for real, for real. Ralph, I know, Queen, yes. I don't know what's going on with Ralph. Ralph is like, he's talking about like this particular wig. What's up, Miss Sweet Brown Sugar 504? How you doing? I know you right about that situation. I'm telling you, why my business, why marry somebody you can't communicate with at all? I'll get an attorney to file an injunction. Yes, CC. That's what I would do, because you don't know how that's going to scar that baby. For real, for real. Hey, Monica, what's going on? Scared. Sonia, scared of Marlo. I know. And so is Drew, too. Sonia helped Kenya get a date for half the dinner. I know. They was like, oh, and Kenya, they was like, Kenya showed up without a +1. But Sonia is giving all kinds of two-faced. Kenya is right not to trust her facts. Kenya always brings Marlo always bring Kenya up. There was no reason for her to talk about her, right, CC? Marlo wants Kenya to be single like her so that she won't feel bad or feel so insignificant. Oh, that was a drag, girl. That was a drag. Marlo is so jealous of Kenya, she can't see straight. y'all are in here. Chris, people don't know, but bad energy will fall on you. You will get caught in a mix with bad energy, and all are just being hated. Hating. Marlo come off too manly to get men's attention. That's what I was saying about the voice, baby. Like, Lord have mercy. What's up, April? Since Marlo got her peachy brings the show down, Lord. Y'all Shayla Marlo too. What's up, Raheem? They getting Marlo. What's up, Lakeisha? Todd and Kandi parent differently. They definitely do. They definitely do. Ralph is disrespectful to Drew. Yeah. Oh, he's beyond disrespectful. That's for fact. So, in anyways, we got the great shade going on when it comes to Marlo being shady towards Kenya because she got a date, and so then we got Sonia. Oh, look at Sonia. Her hair looks okay, looks a little bit nice, but is that glued in or is that a wig? So you're gonna tell? I don't know what she put up in her head, Lord. You already know. Look at why does her hairline go? It looks like George Jefferson. I was watching Moving On Up to the East Side. Yeah. So basically, she wants some kudos because she got a sprinter and they're not eating dry, crusty, ashy, footy food. Okay. And so she was like, oh, so since you guys want to talk about me, like, girl, like, get over it. Yes, they dragged you. Why not? You would have dragged them too. Look how you dragging the people already. Okay, girl, you already know you've been upset if you done ate some bad food and bad liquor, bad everything. You would be upset too as well. So now she wants some kudos, but at least she was nice enough to make sure everybody had a nice room, even Drew Sidora. Okay. And then Kenya's getting ready. And Kenya, to me, she looked the best tonight out of everybody. She got that look like, that she has the island sexy look going on. The rest of the ladies, I don't know what Kandi had on. I don't know. And Drew, she had on something horrific. And when it came to, what's her name? Sonia, her outfit was horrific. I didn't even put their horrific outfits even in the slide, but maybe I'll go back to them and talk about how awful they look with their husbands. And Kenya coming, this is how they're supposed to come out looking. Kandi looked all frumpy and dumpy in her outfit that she had on. I think Kandi was bloated or she was hungry and everything, but Kenya's all smiling. She got John up in her room. John is 37. She says she'll date from 30 to, I forgot the other age, but in any event, she's ready to go. And John, he's there. He has a nice accent. His accent is sexy. And when it comes to his looks or whatever the case may be, Kenya never really dated gorgeous guys. So, he could fit in. Now he's at the dinner table. He's all sweaty. They're asking him questions, how old he is. Does he wear briefs or boxers? And he basically says he wears, he goes commando. Then Kenya was like, oh my God, that's why I feel that third leg under the table. Marlo. And then I think it was Marlo. I'm not sure. You guys correct me in the comments. Marlo said, oh, Kenya is so girly. I don't know if it was her that said it. Well, someone said that Kenya acts so girly around men and everything else like that. She's all sweet and cuddly, but with us, she cut us down. She cut us off. She talks to us like crap. She treats us like crap. And basically insinuating when Kenya's around a man, she changes up and get girly and act like a woman. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? She's supposed to read you filthy girls down to the ground. That's her job. Okay. And then she's supposed to be nice to the man that she's swooning on. Okay. Like they be hating on whatever Kenya do. She's just chilling. She's being nice and being sexy towards the man. How you hating on that? Like, you want her to be nice and sexy towards you. She's being nice and she's giving him compliments. You want her to compliment you guys up and down. She compliments you guys up and down. You're going to turn around and read her. So she just keep her mouth closed about y'all, And so then we get to the situation because Sonya got to ask questions. She wants to act like she's dignified. She want to act like she want to act like she be with ballers. She don't be with nobody but her family, and they be basically jumping for the pennies and the crumbs that she be throwing to them. And so now she's at the table, and this is her trip, which she didn't pay for. So stop it. And the only reason why they're doing all this is because you got the housewife and Bravo with you, and they're gonna be on national TV. So when it comes to Sonya, she's hustling, baby. If this is her last season, she hustled a lot. Okay, she ain't no joke when it comes to hustling them gigs, baby. So in any event, she's trying to act all prop and ask questions. Oh, so Marlo, how do you feel about your nephews, and how's everything going with your nephews? What kind of questions at the dinner table like that? Marlo said, I don't want to talk about that. Leave that alone. Leave that out of here. And then she goes, oh, well, Drew, I heard that Ralph is writing a book. And so then, now this is where it gets under the creek right here, baby. It starts to go down and the situation. And so I'm like, whoa. And so Ralph is talking about, yes, I'm writing a book and blah, 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 and this and that. And it's about the kids and, and Marlo is like, oh my God, that's so wonderful that you are adopting, this young man. Like, I just, I praise you for that. And then, Ralph, being Ralph who he is, he basically says, I'm not adopting the child. Like, and so and then Marlo basically is feeling a whole type of way about that situation. She was like, what you mean you're not adopting the child? How, Drew, are you approve of this, Drew? Drew, do you approve of, Ralph not adopting this child? Like, did you know about this, Drew? Oh my God, I used to be a foster child. And then, for someone to be promised that they're going to be adopted, then you turn around and you don't adopt them. And then Drew's trying to explain to her, like, well, Ralph feels uncomfortable now in adopting the young man because of his biological father felt like he would be hurt about the situation. And so Marlo's so deeply hurt, and so she's going in, and so she's getting on that situation, and she's getting on Drew. I mean, she's really getting on Ralph, but it's just throwing Drew and Ralph both under the bus, and it is what it is. And so and you also got to think about it, guys. When it comes down to the situation, this is something that Marlo can talk about. Marlo really can't talk about much. She don't really, like when it comes to the group and discussing things or something's going on with somebody, when it's not, you know how this is something that's up Marlo's alley. This is something that she's going to, dive in. This is something that she's going to swoop down in and get on top of the situation, because she'll tell you all day that she used to be a foster child. So this was her, she was going to drag the situation because it was personal to her. But at the same time, she was like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Ralph? So Ralph, so you ain't going to adopt him. So you mean that so he gonna have two daddies? So that means that you're not gonna care about him and he's not gonna be on your taxes. What do you mean taxes? So girl, she's thinking about taxes, y'all, because she knows she got her nephews on her taxes and she get that tax credit. Oh yeah, she get that tax credit. Marlo is a trip, y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. So I'm just like, Lord, how can Ralph bring up Kenya's mother? Then she just shady. So how can Marlo bring up Kenya's mother, and then she just shady. You already know. You already know how the situation is. It's just a whole mess. It's just a whole mess. I like John for Kenny. We don't even know John. John looks like he suck his thumb, Lord. But that's what Kenya does. She will play around, and she's happy to play that role. She's happy to flirt with somebody and stuff like that. And boom, bada bing, that's a quick storyline. She can make a whole nother storyline off that situation and talk to that man on the phone. Because if Shereé can get up here and basically have Tyrone on the phone and that be her storyline in her relationship, I'm gonna love you through the phone with Tyrone, then Kenya can do it too. But we just want to. I mean, Ralph, we just want to see Kenya with somebody. But she said that she wants to be single. Like, she's not looking for nobody. I was like, Lord, and so we shall see. But in any event, so Marlo, she's going ham on the situation, but this is something that's close to her heart. And then Kandi jumps into the situation, was like, girl, like, why you worry so much? Why are you going so hard on the situation? I think Kenya might have said that too as well. Like, why are you going so hard? Whispered it or whatever, because Kenya done already had her beef with Marlo over there at the camp site and things of that nature. So, you have that happening. And so Kandi is basically like, why are you so worried? Like, what about your own situation that you're going through? And Kenya said, like, I don't know why she's so worried. And then Ralph said, well, he got two daddies, and Marlo's worried about the taxes and stuff. So you have that whole situation. And then Marlo, Kandi said, won't you just leave that man alone and worry about yourself and worried about your nephews? And then that's when Marlo was like, what? Marlo was like, what? And so, the whole situation goes down. I'm just like, whoa. Like, if you ever thought that, I don't know how they're going to get past this. I don't know how they're going to, Kandi, are you going to let this fly with Marlo? Excuse me. Are you going to let this fly with Marlo? That's the question. Because Kandi's quick to forgive. Let's see if Kandi going to let this fly. So in any event, Marlo, she was like, isn't it weird? And she was like, isn't it weird that your mom comes before your husband? I was like, oh, damn. And a lot of you guys think that's true. And a lot of people think that's true because Mama Joyce be disrespecting Todd and stuff like that. But, she does disrespect Todd, and Kandi, basically, she cries and she tries to get her mom to calm down. And then Mama Joyce hasn't really disrespected Todd in a while since Old Lady Gang or whatever the case may be. So Marlo's basically hitting her with old bullets that are kind of like true bullets, because people believe, like Mama Joyce basically, saying that, Kandi took a lemon and she made lemonade. And Mama Joyce has been disrespectful to Todd. Ralph, what are you talking about? Her shoes? Lord. So you have that whole situation. So I was just like, it's like that hits deep. That hits deep because people have been saying this for years. They just say now Marlo's just, going back for the old tricks from an old season, from old here and old there. And she's throwing them balls at Kandi. And Kandi said, I find it weird that you would send your boys away and tell them and send them away and basically make them feel some type of way. I was like, Lord, it is going down. And then Marlo respond, I feel weird that you let your mom belittle Todd. I feel that it's weird that you let your mom belittle Todd. And so, so Marlo is throwing them shots. And, a lot of people believe that Mama Joyce belittled Todd. And some people believe that Mama Joyce is hitting she's absolutely correct when she's coming to Todd, because they think that Todd is only with Kandi for her monte. And then so Kandi's feeling a certain type of way, like, how you gonna be disrespecting, my husband right now? Like, how you talking about my husband, to his face like this? Like, how you just disrespecting him? Marlo said, I feel, and then Marlo said, what else did she say? And so Kandi says, Marlo, everything that you say about Ralph, you can turn around and look and use that for yourself. We're like, what? And then so Kandi said that you need to worry about your kids. That's the end of the story, that you need to worry about your kids and leave this man alone. And then Marlo said, well, you need to worry about your kids. And Kandi said, I do worry about my kids. And Marlo said, how are you worried about your kids when, how are you a good mother? Are you worried about your kids when you're too busy working? So basically now Marlo's hitting Kandi with, you work too much. Like, so how are you always there for your kids when you work so much? And basically telling, Kandi that she's not a good mother. I was like, ooh. So Kandi, are you gonna rock with Marlo after this? What's tea, Kandi? And so then, and then, Kandi throws a shot, basically saying you need to worry, like, you sent your nephews to go live with your sister, and which is their aunt, in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 kids already there and a husband. And so I was like, And she said, you need, and then Kandi basically says, I do take care of my kids. I do take care of my kids. And I am worried about my kids. And then Marlo said, I take care of my nephews, and plus there's a man in that house there for my nephews. And so, and basically Monietta Shaw, she was like, oh my God, this lady is hitting below the belt. Monietta's like, oh my goodness, she's really hitting below the belt. What you think this was? So you got that whole situation, and I was just like, whoa. Oh, and so, oh my goodness, I mean, that's really bad. Marlo to have them kids in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 other kids, and then you add the 2 on, and then the adults, like, that's crazy. Basically, and Kandi saying that you didn't even care. You've been out here partying and have a good time. Like, you ain't even worried about them kids. So Kandi threw that up in her face, and Monietta's just like, I can't believe this is going on. And so, and Kandi's like, now you disrespecting my husband, and mm, 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 mm. And then, when it comes to Miss Marlo, she's just basically saying, she's just dissing Kandi and putting Mama Joyce right in the middle of the situation. Then Todd said, you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question. Basically he want to respond to the situation. And Kandi said, Marlo, you try to stop worrying about Ralph and his kids and take care of yours. Marlo said, and Marlo basically, she went in on Kandi. She went in and basically talking about when it comes to Todd, that he basically really did not like her in Africa. And, it was one of them situations when he was calling her country and he was talking about her and he wasn't feeling her in Africa at all, because Marlo tried to say, hey, I mess with you, Todd. I mess with you more than anybody else at this table. So then Marlo's also trying to put in Todd and Kandi's head that other people that's sitting at the dinner table don't mess with Todd like that, okay? And Marlo is saying that she messes with Kandi, like she messes with Todd like that. But she's also saying that, when it comes down to it, Todd really wasn't feeling Kandi from the jump street, really wasn't feeling her from the beginning. And, Kandi feels like, how are you going to disrespect my husband, saying that my mother's disrespect? She just feels so mad right now. Marlo's mad. Kandi's mad. I was like, oh my God, like, it is crazy. And then Todd turned around and said, you brought your way into this circle, Marlo. You brought your way into this circle. You wasn't friends with nobody. Nobody was your friend. And Marlo said, I was Phaedra's friend. And Todd said, you don't remember, I was behind the scenes. You don't remember that I know how things went on. So he knew the storyline and knew what was going on. Then he said that Marlo was throwing all types of money in Africa and everything. And so, Kandi said Marlo is a lying ass B word. And then, Todd calls, Marlo a clown. And then Marlo basically says that Kandi is a nothing ass B. And and then she said, Todd said something that nobody really knows Kandi. And then Marlo said, you're a nobody. They only know you in Atlanta. And then Kandi said, they only know me in Atlanta. They know me worldwide. Then Kandi said, do you remember when we was in Hong Kong or we was in Japan or whatever? You guys put on my music in a jukebox and started singing it. Okay, so what are you talking about? I'm not known worldwide. What are you saying? Then all the girls did a little confessional and was like, Kandi is known worldwide. Yes, she is. So it almost seemed like Marlo was saying that he said Kandi is a country bumpkin and she's only like popping in Atlanta. And Todd was telling Marlo all this. This is allegedly, but we know Marlo be lying. See, Marlo got the tea, but I don't know. That's crazy. So basically, hey Rashida Libra, how you doing? What's going on? Shereé did not say that law. Did I say Shereé by accident? Todd should have left when Mama Joyce insulted his parents and cussed his mother out. Lord have mercy. They ran Kandi date guests with the drama. Yeah, he bounced. He just left. First, they was asking him questions, and they thought that he was boring, and they told him to move on. So, in any event, the shit hits the fan. Marlo and Kandi go all the way in on the situation. Like what? Marlo sounds stupid with that worldwide comment. Shereé did not say anything. Oh, did I say she said something? Hey Sheila, what's going on? So I might have said her name by accident if I did. So in any event, yeah, it's going down in this situation. So do you guys think that Kandi and Miss Marlo are going to be cool in the situation? It all started with this Ralph situation because Ralph decided not to adopt, Josiah. Kandi jumped in because Marlo was having an attack on the situation because she was feeling a certain type of way about, Mr. Ralph. And then Kandi jumped in and was like, yo, why don't you get off his back? Like, why are you worried so much? And basically she's feeling a certain type of way like Kenya was feeling, like you all this concerned, but you just send them kids away and you've been partying for 30 days. But like I said, this is deep to Marlo's heart when it comes to the kids. So Marlo and Kandi are going back to back. Nobody is saying nothing. They just listening. They just watching. Sonia said that she thought that she was real shocked the first time. She's even more shocked now. And Shereé is basically saying, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. Because Kenya did say to Shereé, that's your friend, basically talking about Marlo. And she said, I'm staying out of this situation. I mean, they was hitting low below the belt. And then basically you got Marlo saying that, that Todd is basically being that Kandi is taking care of. So she said, yeah, continue. Then Kandi said that she takes care of her kids. She takes care of family. She took care of her nephew and she take care of other people's kids. And she ain't never told them to hit the effing street. She ain't never did nothing like that. And she still look out for her nephew. She still look out for her cousin. She still look out for them and they can come back and whatever. And then Marlo said, well, yeah, you take care of everybody. You take care of your family. You take care of your man. And basically Kandi said, I don't take care of no damn man. And Todd always had a job and he always had a good job. I don't see why you sitting here disrespecting him. I was like, Lord. And so Marlo has said something like this before, to Kandi, but it's been years since she brought it up. But this season, this is what she's targeting, that Kandi dates below her, and she ain't gonna date below her tax bracket. And she done already mentioned that Kandi was a sugar mama in the past. So basically she's throwing it back up in Kandi's face in front of Todd, basically saying Todd is using Kandi. Mama Joyce called that she was right, because in Africa when Todd met Kandi, he thought that she was not the thing that he wanted to be with, and he was disrespecting her, throwing shots at her. And all of a sudden Marlo's saying that she turned around and now they married and now they're together, and basically Kandi's taking care of him. And Todd is not genuinely in love with Kandi, and basically he saw Kandi as a trick or treat. So This is totally crazy. Right, he Charles, what are these guys saying? Shereé left her spine in ATL. You know she did. That's why I was just happy that Kandi jumped in. At least Kandi has a man. I mean, like, this was crazy. Kenya added in a few shots at Marlo and Kandi's defense. Todd is a nice guy. Kandi better start treating him right. I'm like, Lord have mercy. And so I believe Todd, he did not tell Marlo any of that. Kandi was pissed when that neck vein popped out. She dragged Todd. I know. It's my little Joanna man, tall and big feet. I don't know. What are you guys saying? So, at any event, Todd is basically trying to say some things in the background. I didn't even hear her, Miss Nina Bug, because I couldn't believe that. It's been a long time since Kandi and Marlo had a face off. I knew from all the way around the world that Marlo never liked Kandi. She always throws everything up in Kandi face, and she thinks that she's rich. And her and NeNe used to talk about Kandi and drag Kandi and talk about them like nothing. And even when Marlo was over there on Speak On It, she was throwing shots at Kandi. You know what I mean? So she ain't never liked Kandi. I don't know why she thinks she's better than Kandi. I have no idea. And she's jealous of Kandi, point blank, period. So Marlo's basically throwing all this crap out. Kandi was pissed about that. I was like, Lord. And they called each other bitches. I was like, what? And then, and Marlo was saying that Kandi was a nothing ass bitch, basically saying she's nothing, and you're not even known world. What? Like, Kandi's not known worldwide. She gave an example, girl. When we was in Japan, you played my music, okay? Like, what are you talking about? So yes, this episode was definitely crazy. Like, they went ham on each other. I was like, what? Kandi said, you disrespected my man. And she was like, he always had a job. And Marlo wasn't backing down. Marlo was going below the belt too as well. I think Marlo was pissed that Kandi jumped in it, because I think Marlo was going to make the situation. If Marlo said that she didn't want to talk about the boys, okay, that's fine. But the boys are in that realm of adoption and that realm of, blending their family, with Marlo. And so for Marlo to just keep going in on the situation about Ralph, which Ralph is no good for that shit at all. Kandi just decided to jump in. You know what I mean? She wasn't gonna let Marlo continue to be Marlo. Okay? She jumped in. She jumped into that and said, mind your business. Why are you so worried? Why are you so concerned, girl? Then you just give up them kids. And Marlo said, what? You talking to me? That's why that man over there don't like you, and he ain't never liked you. He used you. What? You paying for him. He's a paid husband. And she was like, and Marlo said, I would never let my mama disrespect, my husband. And then Kandi said, you gotta get a husband first. You don't even got a husband. Like, what are you talking about? You don't even got a husband first. You need to get a husband before you talk about somebody's husband and with your lonely self. I was like, what? Like, what? Like, this is crazy. But I knew once Marlo heard Ralph, talk that mess that he was talking to Drew. I knew Marlo. I knew once Sonia said, so how is that book going? And then I didn't know that Marlo was going to say, I'm so proud of you. You know what I mean? The production tell Marlo to say that. I don't know. But Marlo, she's probably proud because she was a foster child and stuff like that. And so she said, I'm so proud of you. And Ralph came out there and said, well, I'm not adopting him. She's like, what, Drew, are you okay with this? Like, she was really mad about it because this is something that she can, be like, what do you call it? She could be like the the head honcho of, or the person that knows the information. Like, this is her topic. Kandi got all these businesses and this and that, blah blah blah. When you talk about modeling and business and stuff like that, when it comes to Kenya, you got Sonia. If you talk about running track, that's her thing. And you talk about acting, is Drew and and Kandi's thing, and Kenya. So when it comes to like adoption and not adopting, this is something that Marlo was going to be drawn to. But Kandi was not feeling it. Kandi didn't give a damn. She don't give a damn about you being adopted, Marlo. She wants you to take that adopted story, foster child story, to put it up your booty. She don't want to hear about it no more. Todd was pissed off. Todd was like, how you gonna come for us? You know this is all a lie, Marlo. You know this is a lie. You know this is a lie. It's not true. So you using lies to try to, talk and told this mess. This is all lies. He was pissed off. They were both pissed. Like, Lord. I know at least Ralph didn't abandon him, but then Marlo basically saying, oh, when it came down to the situation, Manetta was just like, oh my God, how is Marlo even, how does she care about Todd? How does she care about Kandi? Because she keeps showing over and over that she doesn't care. You know what I mean? That's not her friend. Like, everybody can see that Marlo's not her friend, but except for Kandi. So I guess Kandi could see now. So I don't know how they're going to tiptoe and play around this situation. And maybe Marlo might cry and say, Kandi, you don't understand. I was adopted and blah, blah, blah. And this happened. And how can you build a child's hope up like that and then take the child hope away and blase the third? But then on top of that, Marlo, you saying that you got tea, that Todd was talking reckless about Kandi like that. So, that's really like, that's real. Like, if that's true, that's like TT. That's like double T. That's like double T with a short of Hennessy. That's double T with some tequila and some lime in it. Like, yo, Marlo said, boy, Todd was talking reckless about Kandi. And then we seen the episode where Todd said, well, he came to Kandi's house, because Kandi was upset about him having a condo. And then Todd said, well, when I came to Kandi's house, my name ain't on the house. And, we had to flip them. She didn't even flip the mattress over with all them bodies that she had up in there, so he done said some disrespectful shit. And, and then so he's easy going with all the stuff that's happening, because I believe him and Kandi have they love each other and they get each other. But at the same time, people be like, how does he put up with this when it comes to the daughter, sometimes Riley, and when it comes to Mama Joyce? And Marlo is basically saying, you want to know how he put up with it? He ain't never liked her in the beginning because he was talking about her in Africa. And Kandi said, well, if he said whatever he said in Africa, he fell in love with me. I'm like, what? Marlo is going to make Todd start drinking again. I know Todd said he wasn't drinking. CC. Marlo is just took her nephew's hope away 2 episodes ago. Oh, Lord. All the shade of all them who is friends with. I like the way Manetta's husband wasn't scared of the shenanigan. He was all red and cracking up. Yeah, he was. No, he wasn't scared. He was just sitting there, money talks and bullshit while he's sitting there with, and I just wish we can get Manetta to talk about, Neo for real. What's up, Pamela? How you doing? Yes, Kandi was yelling, baby. Marlo is the lowest person on the pole, money-wise, next to Sonia. Todd told Marlo she didn't have friends. Yeah, she didn't have friends. He said she didn't have no friends on the show. And so it goes back to what everybody been saying. Oh, Marlo don't belong on the show. But Marlo was showing them fashion. Remember, she was helping NeNe. NeNe said, girl, you wasn't really helping me with fashion. Marlo's like, I taught NeNe how to dress. And Marlo went from friend to friend. Phaedra, NeNe, Kenya. She went all over the place. Marlo is just jealous. Todd came up. She wishes she would have got a ring. Yes, she does. Kandi said, don't talk about that until you get a husband. She said, I wouldn't let my mother disrespect my husband. She said, you got to get a husband first. I was like, what? Finally speaks. I know. Kandi through Phaedra, and Phaedra brought Marlo on the show. He probably forgot that. And he's saying that she paid her way in. Basically, she was giving the girls money and buying the girls things and giving them stuff. And that's how she basically slithered her way in. That's what he's trying to say. But LSW is saying, boy, you forgot what was recorded. She can see. Oh, Cece said that. You guys, if you want to call in, I'll put the phone line up. But that's basically it. That, and now we're gonna get to next episode where we're gonna have Ross. He's gonna be out here trying to disrespect Kenya. You know what I mean? So it's just like sometimes it's so good to go on these trips with a partner that is a male, that someone's gonna defend you as well. But Marlo's, companion, or her director, her whoever he is, who put flowers down and stuff like that. He's a decorator. So basically, Marlo was saying that her decorator person that she brought with her can help out Sonia. Okay, so that was shade too as well. Kandi was like, you put them kids in a 2-bedroom. Oh, and Marlo said, yeah, you take care of your family and men. And Kandi was like, "Why I ain't take care of no man? He done always had it." She was screaming. I was like, what? Oh, it went down tonight, y'all. It went down. It definitely did go down. And Ralph is a sorry son of a gun. I hope Drew read the book before it went out. Because Drew's going to be dragged. Drew's definitely going to be dragged. And so, do you guys believe what Marlo said? Do you guys think that Mama Joyce disrespects Todd and all that other stuff? Todd basically was denying that he gets disrespected or belittled. He said, once you ask me the questions, Marlo, I'm sitting right here, ask me the questions. He goes, I want to speak on it. He tried to raise his hand, but Kandi said no. Kandi just started cussing and she started going in on Marlo. She was upset. She was like, he always had a job. He always had money and all this other stuff. And then that's when Marlo hit her with the Africa shit. Oh, in Africa, he said this about you. And Kandi was even upset in her confessionals, y'all. Kandi was pissed. And Marlo was pissed that Kandi jumped in the situation. Kandi had all types of facial expressions going on. She was pissed. Everybody was like, what? Sonia was like, can we reel this back in? Sonia was kind of nervous. She was like, I ain't never seen this happen. I never seen this happen before. I seen some arguments, but this is really, one of them arguments. And basically, Kandi saying, girl, you been out here chilling since them kids been gone. Let me see what else these guys are saying. Kandi paid minimum wage to Johnny, so she's definitely stingy. Todd has his own money to the relationship. Yes, he has, Mary Jane, as much as I hate to admit it. But Marlo was mostly right about that. You already know. That's what I'm saying. That shit right there gonna hit deep with Kandi. Especially, I know somebody sent the clip to Mama Joyce already. Mama Joyce is somewhere dancing and shaking like, yeah, girl, I'm sorry you had to get dragged, baby. I'm sorry you had to get dragged. But, it's the truth about your husband. Now, oh my God, when Old Lady Gang come out again, Mama Joyce is going to bring this up. Mama Joyce is definitely going to bring this up that, Marlo said that Todd was talking negative about Kandi and he was acting like he wasn't interested in her and he wasn't feeling her at all. And then boom, bada bing, he probably looked at that bank account, looked at her statement, did her, he probably Google searched her, baby, or used some of Bravo's, you know what I'm saying? Technology, and found out, oh, this girl's worth Monte. Kandi is hurt by this shit. Kandi is hurt, and Marlo went all the way there. So, girl, you've been holding on to this all these years about this situation. I'm surprised she ain't never brought it up. She ain't never brought this up before. Oh. Marlo is insecure, jealous, ugly. What? Justice power. You just going in. Mama Joyce don't run anything but her mouth. She gonna be running her mouth on Old Lady Gang show. Marlo decided to bring up something that happened 6 seasons ago. Okay. Sonia is fake. Sonia's the fake snake baby. Marho gotta go. She's whack. Sonia never been on a cast trip. That fight hit different. Very different, because you can't go run home. Exactly, Miss T. It hits differently. Marlon was right. Mama Joyce is a trip. Todd signed a prenup. Mama Joyce is good. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's not forget the prenup. Yeah, it's gonna go down. Mama Joyce should not have did Todd that way. She did him in the beginning. It was really bad how she did his mother. Marlo hasn't brought it up before because she really doesn't care. But she always talked about, Kandi being a sugar mama, Kandi being this, Kandi being doing that. If this is really true, Marlo still got her brain cells. As much as she's drinking, as much as she being delusional land, she held on to that tea, baby. I know, what's his name? Anthony, shaking in his boots. He's just so happy. Andy done went and rubbed one off in the bathroom, y'all. He's so happy. Todd traveled the world first class, love, but that's my boy. Oh my God. I know Kandi is pissed and Todd is pissed too, because she just dragged Kandi and Todd. She just dragged them. Marlo's always bringing up someone's family member. She just dragged them. And Kandi went in tonight. Don't talk about her mama. Sonia and her struggle party gotta go to. Lord, I know. So we're gonna be seeing that. So we're gonna be seeing that next week or whatever. But yeah, we got Mr. Ross coming for Kenya. Like, like make me sick. Oh. She's a snake that's just been slithering her ass around. And she thinks that she's somewhere high-fiving her husband. Oh, our Jamaica trip, we went off. Look what I got. I planned a trip to Jamaica, and Marlo and Kandi went at it. Yes. And then I hooked up Kandi on a date. That she brags to herself. You know what I mean? She brags to herself. I did something. Oh my God. Look, I'm great. They're going to call me back. They're going to call you back. Oh, they're gonna call her ass back. Everybody I don't like, they call them back. People I do like on their first season, they don't call them back. Kandi ain't exempt. I haven't forgot how Kandi and those old cast members used to lie on Kenya, paying men to be with her. I remember that, Cece. At least Kandi isn't from American Idol. I can't. Okay, did you say Ro? I did. I did, Miss Nina Bug. I did. I definitely did. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying. Yes. Sonia is okay with Marlo talking crap about Brooklyn, but is shocked about the beef between Kandi and Marlo. Sonia is still defending Marlo on Watch What Happens Live. Yes. She already chose her side. She already chose who she's gonna rock with. And then she got mad at Drew because Drew said something to, Shereé, and that gave her a reason to go off on Drew. You know what I mean? So in any event, Marlo done got to her. Like, Marlo was getting to Shereé, telling Shereé, hey, listen, Kenya's not really a good friend. Kandi's not really a good friend. Look what the clothes that Kandi tried to donate to me. She was telling Sonia, and she was telling the girls that. So, and that's why Kenya pulled Shereé to the side and was like, yo, I don't like that Marlo's lying on me, calling me a liar, and she's trying to get people to gang up against me and trying to get my friends to turn against me. Don't follow the fray. Don't follow her or whatever. But see, Marlo, she got her hooks and homegirl. She got her hooks. But that's okay. Sonia is mean, but she's trying to suck out everything that she can suck out and watch, and then we're gonna see her next season be a whole different person. You know how what's her name? Wendy Osefo came. The next season, she's a whole different person. She's skinny, she done got all this makeup done, she done got her body done, and then she's reading out here in the streets, she's doing one-liners, she's imitating everybody that's on the show. You know what I mean? This is what Sonia's gonna do. I know Ross is. I am going to be right beside Kenya windmilling because he said, "My wife, let your wife handle her business. You know she's strong enough. She's tough enough. She's in this circle. You don't need to jump in." But you know, he don't know the ropes. He'll learn. He'll learn because he gonna definitely get dragged at the reunion. He gonna sit up there and get dragged. Oh my God, what awful outfit is Sonia gonna wear for the reunion? Marlo has no home training. Marlo went in. Shereé missed that read about her being funky. Oh yeah, she did. She did read her because Shereé said, I want to use your bathroom," and Marlo said, "No, you ain't gonna be stinking up my bathroom. You ain't gonna be doing that, Shereé." Shereé said, "My if don't stink." Like, come on, Shereé. Like, you another delusional one. And then Sonia threw the shade in, and Sonia said, "Oh, your shit don't stink." Just like she by Shereé is gonna come out spring and spring, September and fall is actually gonna come out. So basically, Sonia did shade Shereé and say, "You said that your shit don't stink." Okay, just like your clothing line is gonna come out. So she's shading. Yep. Sonia's been shading. Sonia's definitely been shading, CC. She definitely has. My next season, Sonia won't have a big forehead. I know her forehead is gonna shrink next season. Sonia don't want no smoke with Marlo. Yeah, her and Drew don't want no smoke because they've been letting Marlo's been throwing all types of shot and been dragging Drew the whole season. The whole season, Marlo's been so disrespectful to Drew, and Drew hasn't really, said anything. But also when it comes to Drew, she got her husband that's disrespecting her too. Marlo might find herself without a peach. Pamela Moon, you never know. Marlo will turn on Sonia. It's just a matter of time. Of course. What friend has she kept on this show? Have to pee. I know, but then Shereé said, "I don't stink," and so Marlo assumed that Shereé talking about she's gonna take a number 2. She said, "No, take your ass up in your bathroom, girl." Drew's missing the shade too. Drew's missing it on purpose. She don't want it. She by herself. The winter collection will be out in 2040. Lord have mercy. Sonia got to get red at the reunion watch. Oh yeah, she's gonna come ready though. Sonia's gonna come ready because she doesn't like to lose. So she's gonna come ready. She's gonna come definitely ready, but she's gonna get red. I wonder what Sonia's gonna wear. What atrocity is she gonna? What atrocity is her sister gonna throw her in? This, and Drew basically says, Drew said, "I don't even know why this woman turned on me. I just don't even know why she's not my friend. I've been cordial." She was telling Kenya, "I've been cordial to her. I've been the bigger person." And because Kenya was like, "Girl, why is she talking about we need to have these rules and behave and all this other stuff? So are you and her good?" And Kenya was like, and she was like, "Yeah, I've been the bigger person." So, Sonia felt like Drew was like her stepping stone, and she was trying to figure out who she was going to gravitate towards more. And she felt like it was going to be Kandi and Kenya. And then she did the photo shoot with them, but then she liked the way that Marlo talks and how Marlo is. And she probably don't want to go in with Marlo. But what is how well Marlo could drag you? She's gonna she could drag you about some things, but she can't really drag you like that, girl. Like, you got more ammunition you can use against her, but I guess she just feels Marlo like that. Sonia's still getting red. I know. Sonia had on Sonia and what's her name? Drew. They look horrific. I don't know what they put on. They just was like, let's get dressed in the dark and go out. I don't know what I just it amazed me. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if this is what Marlo is this what the other, so this is Shereé's friend. She got the rainbow on. Shereé had on this dress. Shereé outfit looks nice. The royal blue and the white and the long braids really look nice on her. But she was dressed like Island, so she was like dressed like the Island. And Sonia, look what Sonia and Drew had on. What is this? Is this a Halloween costume that she had on? So she had on some collar thing that looks like a priest collar that looked Chinese while she's in Jamaica, and then it had like a strip all the way down to the line. It looked like she had like a skirt with a split in it, or it's a dress. It looks awful. And then Drew had this ugly colors coordinating, looking like a pirate's dress. I don't know what they had going on. I just thought it was just horrific. I was like, look at these, look at this. Okay, this is not it. Look at how they just, let's see if I can get, this is some of it. So the outfit kind of looked like that, but it was just really ugly, like a priest cloth, or like someone took like, fancy napkins and then just lined it down to, her belly button. Like, girl, like, but I guess, so that's how it goes. I don't know if she wanted to be Michael Jackson. She wanted to be in China. This is her walking with her husband. He got on sunglasses and a damn dog. So he's an idiot. So this is how her outfit looks. It's pretty black, but like it's open on the side. Somebody, like I said, somebody stitched this shit together in the midnight hour and called that an outfit. She just knew she was looking good. She knew she was stepping. She was stepping. She just knew she was. I was like, Lord. And then she had on this dress in her confessionals. Where you going with this color? And then the color of the dress is almost like the same color as her eyeshadow. You can't really see it in this picture. Where she's going in this dress? Like who's dressing this lady? Like, who wears shit like this? Like, what is this? Where are we going, Sonia? And Kandi was all frumpled up what she had on. She looked like she had congestion going on. Anyways, Marlo had on. I couldn't really see Marlo's outfit, but I know it's better than Drew's and Sonia and Moneta. So they showed the picture of Todd, spending his birthday with Kandi, and when he was supposedly basically not really liking her. Like, oh, they are so messed up for that. Oh, I know Kandi's mad. I know Kandi is mad, y'all. I know she is. Like, I can't believe this woman done did this and said this about my husband and my marriage. Like, Lord. Okay, so I think that's it. I couldn't get, their whole outfits, but Kandi outfit looked like, she had a maternity dress on. That's what Kandi looked like. Miss T, the earrings don't match the dress, lime green and mint green. I know. I was like, she's giving Taylor vibes. Wilma and Betty. I was saying yes, J2, S2. Ralph looks better than Sonia. I know. Sonia cannot dress. Drew is a clown too. Sonia wear her struggle clothes is a whole mess. Somebody made that hairstyle. That ponytail trash too on Sonia. You already know. Oh, she got one good look, and the rest she one good look, and that's with the wig that looked like his George Jefferson's forehead. I know. This being and country where she's from, she should have dressed better. Yes, Raheem Charles, facts. White Kandi went at Marlo and didn't. I know she didn't cry. Oh my God, she didn't cry. That is such a good point. Janetta, that's so good that she didn't cry. Sonia was stepping right up to the dinner table. Lord, Kenya looked sexy, and her outfit was the best. She looked the best. She looked like you're supposed to look on an exotic, out the country, Caribbean, water festivities and lights and, sexy music and drums and beats and, rhythm where you can just shake that booty, shake that booty, shake that booty, shake that booty. Kenya was ready to shake that booty in that dress. She was ready to let you know, I'm fire, girl. I look good, girl. She looked like a Barbie doll. She looked so pretty. That dude was so happy. I don't know, he was in his 30s, but when he seen Kenya, he was like, oh my God. And they was asking him his age. Todd was funny though, when they was asking the young man, John, at the table, how old are you? And then Todd basically tried to help him out and was like, do you like older women? Do you like older women? She came through with this dress on. And the material looks so nice on this dress. It doesn't look like, you got dresses that are made like this that looks like cheap material and stuff like that. And Kenya, whole body, her breast, her booty, her thighs, her hips. I mean, she was just busting out this dress in a nice way. Like, it showed her whole figure. It showed you what she was working with. He seen it, and he was happy with what he saw, baby. Todd was like, do you like older women? And then on the way there, I don't know what Drew had on. Drew you traveling with your husband too, baby, and you're on TV. Drew outfit was just so crazy when she was walking in the place, but they was coming off their flight, but it just looked so weird. Like, take that wig off, girl, and take that pantsuit off. What material is this? It was just like, girl, help me, Jesus. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Well, did you hear, Kenya, Marlo on Watch What Happens Live said that she was going to call the police on Kenya to leave, the cabin. And she was asking the girls, you think I should call the police? I'm going to call the police on Kenya to say that she's trespassing. And so, like, the girl with the criminal record going to call police on Kenya because she wanted her, if she didn't come at a certain time, she was going to say that she was trespassing on the property that she doesn't even own. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, I was waiting for that shaky voice, but she didn't. Kandi was like, I am not going to let you bring me there. Because she did bring her there earlier, right, Miss Nina Bug? Because Shereé and Marlo got Kandi in the bathroom and had her, in the steam room, had her in there crying, like talking about she's a bad friend and everything. What does Marlo have on? She has on leather pants, like a leather shirt and a leather jacket, girl. A big old, name brand. Drew looks a little chunky. Drew keeps saying that she's losing weight and stuff like that. And she got all this work done, but I can't see it. Marlo's wearing, oh yeah, she had a fur coat on the island. Yes, she did, with a fur coat. You're right, Leslie. Cece, Kenya hired her own security due to Marlo's nonsense. Lord. Your Majesty, they are going to snatch Marlo's peach. Yes, she did. I know. Marlo is jealous of Kenya-Kandi, and she's not a friend. She's not a friend to nobody. Marlo don't like nobody on this show. Marlo needs to take her jailbird behind somewhere and have several seats. All right, Norris, Tony. Justice Power, the prostitute and ex-con wanting to call the cops. What a effing class. Yo, Marlo even got to Watch What Happens Live and was not Watch What Happens Live, the after show, and basically saying that, she was thinking about calling the cops. And, Kenya talked about it that, and said, how's she going to call the cops on me when she don't own this property and say I'm trespassing? They're going to say, ma'am, we know you don't own this spot. Because we seen the country, we seen the town. It was a bunch of, Billies out there. Oh yeah, and then Marlo was mad. She said if Kenya was really a friend, instead of making fun of how she spells, I don't even know the name of her place anymore. How she spells it, she should have said something, So it's a whole lot going on. But she really came for Kandi tonight. But I told you she hates Kandi with all her heart. And I just never understood how Kandi never got it. And I've been saying it over and over. Marlo showed you tonight that she hates your Kandi. She don't like you. And if she can cut off the oxygen to your lungs, she would. Okay? LaBay. LaBay. It was so funny. Your Majesty. They are going to snatch Marlo's edges away from her with the peach. We shall see. Marlo don't like her own reflection. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for your support. Gucci, thank you for the donation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for commenting. We shall meet again and we shall talk again. I'll see you guys for Married to Medicine and hopefully Basketball Wives and all the other numerous shows. Thank you guys so much. You have a blessed life. You have a blessed night. You have safety on the highways and the byways, and you and your family and my family, and we all protected, baby. And we have a good week, a prosperous week, a happy week, a joyful week, and a protecting week as well. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, baby. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for your support. Thank you guys for just checking on your girl. Thank you so much for being part of Peep Squad. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for being members of the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for, going your extra route, going your extra way, to help your girl out and support your girl. I really appreciate all of y'all time, effort, and everything. Good night and sweet dreams, baby. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, Kandi, what you going, girl? This girl done came for your marriage. She came for your marriage, girl. And your mama. She used your mama to come for your marriage. Oh my goodness.